I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Professor, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared. Really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I had no idea. How awful.
Last I heard, he'd gone to Romania. As rumour would have it, he'd developed a sudden interest in dragons. One can only hope he found more happiness working with them than he did with Flora. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Confringo!
How wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. Crates out for you.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Aren't you the student who ran all the...
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
Any whispers going about the town?
The main rumour is that you solved the problem of Pergit. That's wonderful. Business around town should improve very much now.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
Now there's a student who knows how to fly.
There we go. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
How would you like to learn the knockback jigs flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
What does it matter if they're still alive? Concentrate on the spoils we'll be leaving with. I'd rub my own flesh.
Quieter than you.
Wingardium Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Coward! Fight me round!
Tripping us totally!
Protego. You're the one who's stolen. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius. Accio. Lumos.
Petrificus totalis!
Protego.
I'll tell you that. He'll tell us. Be dead.
Accio. Repulsor.
Spells to be toyed with.
Repulsor.
No.
Leviosa. Accio. Repulsor. Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself. Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Levioso. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
How did I get... I know I'm not hearing things. You're the one... Curse that screaming root!
Protego. Castle must have been quite stately in its time. Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! That's it.
Welcome back.
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice our restore momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible, perhaps before you leave here.
Arrest the momentum.
That's it. Keep it up.
Wingardium Leviosa. Arrest the momentum.
Well done. You are on your way to mastering a restore momentum.
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
If you were that good, I can't believe a bit of bad luck could end your entire Quidditch career.
I was excellent. My ability on a broom had nothing to do with what happened. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly, and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper, and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as tryouts for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
Liquid luck? That's illegal, isn't it?
It is indeed. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her? Tell them what she'd done?
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me. Wingardium Leviosa. Arrest the momentum. Looks rather dark in there. What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask. I'm convinced I saw a Grim, an omen of death. I'm not safe, but if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
Well, as it happens, I have what you need. Here. Not sure it'll help you, though. Be careful, won't you?
Oh, you're a gem, you are. I'll be sure to be very careful. And you be careful too. No Grim is going to get me. Thanks to you, kind child. I must insist that you accept this small token of me gratitude for your thoughtfulness.
Over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Lassie, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
I wonder what that does.
Levioso!
Confringo! That didn't work. Perhaps
Accio!
a bit more force.
Wingardium Leviosa! Arresto Momentum! Glacius! Wingardium Leviosa! Arresto Momentum! Depulso!
That did it.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Levioso!
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Dead end. Must be another way in.
Levioso!
That looks as if it might raise the gate.
Depulso! Wingardium Leviosa! Depulso! Glacius! Arresto Momentum! Depulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Arresto Momentum. Glacius. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Glacius. Arresto Momentum. Repulsor. Arresto Momentum. Repulsor. Arresto Momentum. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Glacius.
It is frustrating that we do not study apparition until our 6th year. We could get past this gate instantly.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Repulsor. Wingardium Leviosa. Repulsor. Accio. Repulsor. Accio. Repulsor. Glacius. Accio. Repulsor. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Leviosa. Revelio. Repulsor. Accio. Repulsor. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. Loco, Mora. That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hallow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast!
High Wing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back to the roof now!
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it! There's got to be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere.